Hey everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well. So, in the previous session, we understood what are non-finites, and it has three types further, out of which we are done with infinitives. Today, we are going to proceed further with gerund. So, let's understand the gerund and its use completely. So, without much ado, let's start the session. Gerund is the form of non-finites in which we take the first form of verb with ing. And let's see that how it is used in different sentences. The first use of gerund is as a subject to a verb. Let's look at some examples. The first example is swimming is a good exercise and smoking is a bad habit. Here you can see that with ing, swimming and smoking both are gerund, whereas is the verb. So swimming and smoking are acting as the subject to verbs. The second use of gerund is as object to a transitive verb. Now in the previous session we have understood what are transitive verbs. I would suggest you to go at that video and have a look. Basically, transitive verbs always need an object so that they can have a complete sense. Let's have some examples here also. The first example is he preferred walking, and the second example is I hate waiting. So these are the two sentences where walking and waiting are the gerunds and preferred and hate are the verbs. So we can see that after the verb preferred what? Walking, and hate what? Waiting. So these are the object, whereas hate and preferred are the transitive verbs. The third use of gerund is as object to a preposition. And the first example of this case is he is very fond of playing. And the second example is we were prevented from entering the house. Here, playing and entering both are gerund and they are coming after prepositions of and from. So they are acting as an object to preposition. Coming to the fourth use of gerund, it always used as complement to a verb. And the examples of this type is seeing is believing, and what she hates the most is smoking. Here you can see that believing and smoking both are gerund and they are complementing verbs seeing and hates. So the first point to remember is that whenever you are using verbs like remember, forget or regret, and after that whenever a gerund has been used, it always indicates the past actions. For example, I don't remember posting a letter. Here we are talking about a past action that I don't remember I have done this. Or I regret saying that you were mistaken. Here you can see that after remember and regret we have used gerund, pasting and saying, and they both are showing past actions. The second point to remember is when we have need or want in their passive sense and we want to convert that sense into active, so we use gerund with that. For example, we have the passive form of need like my hair needs to be cut, and we want to change it in active, we will write my hair needs cutting, or your shoes want to be mended. We will change the sentence to your shoes want mending. The third point is, whenever we are using a gerund after the word try, it means that testing or experimentation has been done with something. Like try adding water to acid. That means we are experimenting here that what will happen if we add water to acid. Or I tried writing with my left hand. Here again I was testing that if I could write or not. The next point is when we use gerund after like, and it always indicates that you are talking about something you enjoy or fond of. Like I like seeing films means I am fond of or I enjoy watching films. And I like talking to you. I enjoy talking to you. So here you can see that the gerund has been used after like, and it actually means the same when we change the sentence from positive to the negative. Like I don't like seeing films, I don't enjoy watching films. Next is when we use verbs like feel, hear, see, notice, watch, smell, observe, etc. Means all those verbs of perception or all those verbs we do with our five senses. With these verbs of perception, when we use gerund, it means the action is incomplete. It is not completed yet. For example, I saw him crossing the road. Or I heard him singing. Here we have used singing and crossing with the verbs saw and heard, and that means that the actions are incomplete. And the last use of gerund is with possessive adjectives. And with possessive adjectives, we don't use object but gerund. Like she doesn't mind my coming late. Here the possessive adjective is my and gerund is coming. So we will use coming than come. Or I insisted on him starting at once. Again we have used starting after his. So this is the use of gerund. So this was all about today's session, and in the next session we are going to cover participle of non-finites. Till then, see you, take care, bye bye.